Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gaming Griffin. I'm kicking back, fishing, and, enjoying FTB land. Nothing real special about it. I figure I've done, oh my, you don't want to know how much hard work I've been doing lately. Oh, dang fish. Got away. Screw that fish. So, why don't I show you what I've been doing? First off, I know you saw at least the outline and the rough of the hut, but I went through and I did end up really liking the microblocks, so I really think that kind of smoothed out and made it look a lot nicer. And then, of course, yeah, significantly reworked the whole garden area. I kept it as a seaside sort of theme, but I mean, I knocked down, carrots, potatoes, only a little bit of corn, because corn doesn't have a lot of use. I put in pumpkins, I put in watermelon, I put in the cocoa beans, which actually turned out to be a good move, because I'll show you why later. And I removed the old rubber tree and put a couple of new ones in. Oh, and this was just the best I could do for tiki torches. If anybody has a better idea for them, by all means, please let me know. I could not get working tiki torches, and that was the theory behind these. But, oh, and out here, I just keep seeds and products. Actually, I'll go ahead and put the cocoa in there. Now, when you come inside, I'm actually fairly proud of the inside. It worked out. Yes, it's simple, but it's supposed to be. This is the loft, essentially. And up here, I keep a bed, a footlocker with mostly microblocks, I'll be honest, but things I'm tinkering with and I don't need in general storage. This thing is a table, and I'm pretty sure it's with the Thaumaturgy mod. Really like it. It worked really well for an end table up here. I'm probably going to put a candle up here, I think, later, but for now, a torch does the trick. This is just a tool storage, a couple of furnaces. I moved the mossy cobblestone over here, or the moss stone, rather, because, well, you might notice I'm a lot happier with this entrance to the spawning caves. But it still needs remodeled. That's on the short list of things to do, because I've got, oh man, there has been a lot of work done between the last time you guys saw this place and now. I mean, oh man. I've got a silverwood sapling, and before I forget this, I got a silverwood sapling. I am calling the best success is with a sickle. It is the only silverwood sapling I have ever gotten after 5 trees, so I must just have really crappy luck. But the sickle was the one that did it. So, behold, the seaside shack. I'm actually, you know what? This was mostly just a bed area, so I'm extremely pleased with it. I really like it. Some people have said it looks like a jungle shack. It's a seaside shack, and yes, I like it. Deal with it. So, that gets a dock, that gets a seaside shack. What else have I been doing? Well, let's see. Oh, I forgot to show you. I have, let's see, a level 5 blaze spawner. A level 5, tier 5, not the level, tier 5 wither skeleton shard, a tier 5, spider soul shard, and is my skeleton one, it might not quite be tier 5 yet. But, oh yeah, I also did a suicide run to the end. We haven't killed the dragon, so it's totally a suicide run. Yeah, fun times. An ender pouch was used, I jumped off the end of the world, yeah. But I farmed the crap it took. Yeah, that was fun times. That took some that took some time. Let's see. What else have I been up to? I did some massive mad science over here, specifically with, oh, cool, you'll get to see. These just came back. Oh, but okay. So, what is all of this? This is by far not the most compact, but I figured this would be an easy way to show you. These are industrious bees. And by the way, these are industrious bees that have been, holy crap, let me hop up here. Mad science has been done to these bees, okay? It's They have a normal lifespan, which is actually, most of mine are short or shortest. These guys are actually normal. They have a fast work speed, a fast pollination speed, a maximum fertility rate. No real climate. They are nocturnal, flyers, which means they can go in the rain, and cave. So they just go. There is no stopping these bees. What's very special about industrious bees is they are the only bees I have that make pollen. And that's going to come into play a bit later. But, so why did I set up these bees? Why did I make them... Alright, I'm sure they're not super bees, but they're pretty decent bees. I made them because I need this pollen, and they make stringy combs, which is also useful. But, you know how these are apiaries? There is something called alvearies. And they are like the industrial version of an apiary, essentially. When I get into them, I worked out the Beebatory. I'm pretty sure I want to start it, but we're not going to do it this episode because I've been working hard, but yeah, there's still some wind up for this. But anyway, I've got 53 pollen to my name. That's decent. Not enough, but decent. And I set this up for automatic, and I even put a chunk loader up there, so... How does this work? I might as well run you guys through this. So, oh, and, man, I'm scatterbrained. Please forgive me. TTH, another guy on the server who's big into bees, introduced me to chocolate frames. You'll notice, even with a normal lifespan, these guys are almost done. That's what chocolate frames do. They will produce everything, but they cycle through really, really fast. And chocolate frames are like impregnated frames, and instead of soul sand to get, like, soul frames, you put cocoa beans. And there they go. Okay. So you see everything's coming out here because there was no queen. So watch this. Alright. There we go. There we go. And... Yep. Okay. And they're back. Alright. So how did that work? Well, first, this is a... Oh, what kind of gate is this? This is a... Oh, how do I say it? Auteric? I don't know. Not hard to make. It takes 3 components, but what's really awesome about these is... Alright, oh, actually, we're gonna try... I'm sorry. We have to go to bed, and then I'll explain. And I'm sure somebody will correct my pronunciation in the comments. That's just... For whatever reason, it's not clicking with me right now. But they're very handy gates. And it's one of the reasons I put the assembly table together, is they have bee-specific settings, which is just awesome. So what they do is, they will look in the hive and say, okay, if you don't have a queen, and it could be missing drones, have no frames, and it doesn't just do, you know, bee stuff. Oh, oops. Oh, well, that shouldn't have done any harm. So, okay. So we set it that it has missing queen or princess. So when there's no queen and no princess, it will empty out the apiary. And it does that by sending an energy pulsar that you can do redstone. Yeah. So whenever there's no queen or princess, it will empty everything out. And then we hit an apiarist pipe, which is different than most pipes. This one will put bees directly in here, and at the moment, since I'm not sorting them, I just want the bees to go back in. Blue, which connects to the apiary, will take any bees, but you'll notice that drones will go black. And this is just the extra drones. That's because if they won't fit in here, they'll go down automatically. So I keep a full stack in there, essentially. But they will just go and... I've got... yeah, you'll notice. I only upgraded them recently. I hadn't realized I was losing all the extra drones. It's not a huge loss, but I'd rather not lose... Oh, looks like they're done with another cycle. So... Zoink. There's the extras. Yep. Okay. So... And then the red is items. And for this, that is the combs and the pollen. And this will just run forever. There's no power, it's just Yeah, you just need this, we're going to call it Auteric Gate. That's the best pronunciation I can give you. Which is not difficult, it's not extremely expensive. It's a little tedious to make in the assembly table, but not too bad. But this could be compressed greatly. I made this fairly easy to show you, specifically so you could see how to automate an apiary very basically. Wooden pipe, Auteric Gate, apiarist pipe, and a couple of chests. That's it. So this thing just runs and runs and runs, which is handy because, oh, I need that pollen for, alveary. Oops. Yeah, every one of these panels takes a pollen. And this is a multi-block thing, by the way. So, yeah. And by the way, this has been running, at least 24 hours. So, yeah. Now, they haven't always been running with chocolate frames. I could set it up to automatically throw chocolate frames in, but I'd have to be automatically producing chocolate frames, or have a huge stock of them. And I just haven't felt like doing that yet. Maybe I'll get to that, maybe that'll be something we do, but I'm also probably going to set up some Imperial Bees on the same general system, because I'm going to need Royal Jelly, and I might as well have these guys set up and running automatically. But I haven't tinkered these bees into, you know, super bee status. They're pretty awesome anyway, but I should probably, well, maybe I'll tinker with them, maybe I won't. I don't know. But that is automatically setting up bees. That is the new seaside shack and garden. So what else are we going to get up to this episode? Well, this is tricky, because I still want, I'd like to work in the tree once more. There are a couple of things. I mean, this system is not completely self-sufficient yet, and I'd like to clean it up a bit and make it fancier even a little bit. So, one of the ways I'd like to do that is by reducing the piping. I should probably turn this off. Heck! So, turn that off. I was making some more mulch. Since I can do pipe wiring, I'd like to be able to automatically put mulch in these when they run out. But I need to open up some space to do that, I think. And I'd like to just clean this whole area up a little bit, because it is a mass, just holy crap, mess of piping. So, I thought the water pipes might be a good candidate for this. And there's something very specific I can make to do this. Now, what I want to do is make liquid tesseracts. Shouldn't be the end of the world, but it's the reason that I spent hours going and getting ender pearls, because let's make sure, no, not liquid transpose. Wow, that was a jerk. Okay. So, yeah, okay, I should be good. I am going to put, and this should be making, yep, liquid ender. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let that go for a second. What liquid tesseracts do is they will move liquid without having to directly pipe to it, even across dimensions. A lot of people use them to go to the nether and just grab a whole bunch of lava. We're actually going to I'm going to start experimenting them, moving something as basic as water. Now, maybe there's an easier way to do it, I don't know, but let's start with the easies. Iron, is that glass? Yeah, okay. So let's start with the basics, shall we? And this is a pneumatic servo. I think it's just a component piece, honestly. So that's laughable, no big deal to make there. Copper or silver, I think I have all of that. That shouldn't be a problem. Oops. Yeah, that's where I keep eating excess chips. So copper and silver, no big deal there. The big interesting piece is going to be the tesseract frame. I went ahead and made hardened glass, just because if you don't remember, you pulverize some obsidian, and you do it in the induction smelter with the lead. I've done that for these lovely things right here. Same basic principle. So, didn't think you needed to see that. Oh, I need to make 2, I think, actually. Alright, so... Oh, I don't have I have tin dust. Okay, I need to... Forgive me, folks. I have to... Oh, wow, I have lead in there? Huh, okay, I have to smelt up this tin. I'm gonna dump the lead in here. I didn't realize I had that much lead running around. That's kind of interesting. Alright, how are we doing here? We should have plenty. I can't remember exactly how much it takes. Since I need to make 2, I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, cool, they do stack. That's what I was wondering about. Alright, so... Silver, tin, copper. I just need 2 of these. Shouldn't be a big deal. Come on, come on, come on. Give. Yoink. There's enough for 1 anyway. Alright, so... Tesseract frame. Oh yeah. So now what we do is we go in here, and this is a lot like the redstone energy cells. We are going to fill it, hopefully. And I should probably start recharging things a little bit. I tend to turn this off so it doesn't keep eating, because I am having a little bit of a trick. I am burning through a lot of energy, especially with bees. So, and an untuned tesseract. Okay. Oops, wrong one. So, then... Oops. What am I... Oh, I need more tin, don't I? Yeah, oh, I need 4 more tin. Oh, but fortunately I have it. Booyah. Okay. So now, chunk, there's a liquid tesseract. I need some more tin, though, unfortunately. Actually, that one will do. Because I just need another... And I hope I'm not making more than I need. That would really suck. I should have still... Oops. Oh, well, alright then. Probably shouldn't have done that last one, but oh well, I'm not gonna freak about it. Actually, I might need a lot of these if I think about it. I might be doing this a very expensive way, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. These aren't insanely expensive. Oh. Yeah, that's still liquid. Okay, okay, yeah. Phew. There we go. So now I am in possession of 2 liquid tesseracts. So... here's where things get interesting. Hopefully I can make this work. Alright. If you remember, we have an aqueous accumulator here. Now, the aqueous accumulator doesn't take power, and I don't think the liquid tesseract takes power either. Device inactive. Water. And 1. Save frequency. So, I think configuration, public access, send only. You know what? I don't think I have enough water. Like, these don't produce quite enough water to be sending to the world, so... Oh, device inactive. That's weird. 1... Griffin... water? I'll leave it public, I guess, if it gets fussy about that. It's kind of weird. Alright, don't tinker with it too much. Let's actually get this figured out here. Alright, so... if this works, and I have no notion if it's actually going to work. This is experimentation. I am doing this live in front of the studio audience, people. Alright. So, if this works, what I want to do and this should be receive, send, receive, send only, receive only. So what I'm hoping is this thing actually getting water? I might be doing this terribly, terribly wrong. And this should be sending, I'm hoping. Okay, water's going down. So, I think... And this is receive only. And it's still getting water. Yeah, it's full on water, so... I think this actually works. Huh? Isn't that kind of awesome? Alright, so what that would let me do is get rid of all those water pipes, which would open up a lot of space for me. If it actually works. You know what, let me... Yoink. Let me make sure this actually functions as intended. It's refilling, and it is not connected to water pipes, so we're calling this a success. That is pretty pimp. So instead of all this piping, it'll be a little expensive, but for 4 liquid tesseracts, I can remove all of the liquid piping. That actually makes me really happy. Now what I wonder... Oh... I could technically do away with a lot of this piping, actually. I wonder if that causes lag issues or not. You know what? For now, I will start with the water and see how the system does. Because you know what? This thing is supposed to have... I was thinking of these as essentially a tree's veins, so... I don't know. I may keep them, I may get rid of them. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But the reason I specifically did the water, and it's purely because I've been having the artistic bug, is I'm probably going to move this and make a well. Like a fancy sort of well-looking thing. Probably... Ack! I am just falling all over the place. I think I need a shiny well over... maybe over there. I don't know. It might be over there. So... Wahahaha. My madness continues. So, I will finish... That is liquid tesseracts in a nutshell. And picture doing the same thing with lava, with anything. I mean, technically, I think you can put any liquid through. I don't know if you can do, like, the biomass and biogas. That's the only question. But, you can definitely move water. I know you can move lava. I think you can even move, like, the, molten ender and all sorts of stuff like that. So, actually pretty cool stuff. I'm really happy. That'll let me clean this up a lot, actually. So, I think that's going to be my next project real quick, is I'm going to make 3 more of these very lovely liquid tesseracts, set them up, and then I'm going to rework this area a little bit so that I don't have this weird, like, thing of water. I'm going to make an actual well. It'll look much nicer. And yes, that is enough motivation purely for me. I will do it just because it will look nicer. You know me by now, folks. You know me by now. So, let's see. Shack, automation of bees, and improvement of system via liquid tesseracts. It's been a good day. I think we'll call it there. So, that's it. This is the Gaming Griffin, signing off.